That should be good. All right. That's where we left off. Let me go ahead and jump us over there. Give that a minute to load.
And remember, all the archer guys are charmed, so you don't have to worry about attacking them. They're attacking the other guy. I guess anyone else have any other things that we've done that we may have forgotten about?
What about the
Masetsu is
pots?
slowed.
He is slowed.
He's also
Slowed
surrounded by
aces.
a thing, so we
He
probably can't
is.
shoot at him.
Yes. So that sandstorm that's around. Well, two things. He just changed into a newer form. He threw off his mummy wraps. Let me see if I can find that right song now, because now that the Guile's theme was in my head. I want to hear that. All right, there we go. He just threw off his wraps and grew into a larger Yuan-Ti kind of shape, kind of snake-like being with very large claws. The impetus, the important note for everyone being that he's a little more physically dangerous than he had been recently. You guys hadn't been in range with him really, so it didn't matter too much, but that is potentially of concern. The shield surrounding him does give him a certain amount of cover that if you're trying to fire into it from outside, you'll have disadvantage, and being inside of it is potentially dangerous for his more current form. He is slowed. The Tegrin archers are charmed from mass suggestion still. You did note, though, that the ones wielding the Great Glaives, the larger, more melee-oriented ones, were both raised after they were kind of smashed down. They both kind of stood back up again. So keep that in mind as well.
I don't remember. Would something cause it, or did it just seem like that's just how they are? Like, did we notice something that happened that they were raised by, like an action of the Masetsu, or
you can assume that is the case, that he was the one that was responsible for it. I'll go just mechanically as players. It's okay for you guys to know that at the start of the round they stand back up again. You guys as characters, you saw it happen, so it doesn't. What the trigger was may not be particularly relevant, but it wasn't something that he doesn't have to take an action to do it. Basically, it just happens at the start of the round. Which, speaking of, we are back at the start of the round. I did it right at the end of the last the kind of room being crushed in a bit further, and I changed the map. If you guys saw, so there's you guys can see the larger thing moving around the outside there. The other Tegura, who I think Nazim had blasted down to bits there, begins to reassemble itself and stand back up again. And that is because I'd already done the movement of the room and everything, so that's all finished, and that leaves us to actually them first. Let's see. No, it's the archers first. So the archers will go ahead and aim at Masetsu to take their shot. There's still 4 of them alive, so they will try to take.
That's right. They're forming a union.
Yeah, they're all 4 of them taking the shot at the same target. Since they are charmed currently, they do have disadvantage, of course, because of the sand shield surrounding him. Well, they rolled a natural 1 with a disadvantage, so no hit there, bringing us to Arteme. What you doing, Fox?
I am going to disengage.
Okay.
Here.
All right. That's only 20. You still have 10 more feet if you need it.
I'm golden.
You're probably in the worst shape from what you've seen, Arteme. Yeah, you were yanked across the pit there, into close range with him. So. You there, Fox?
Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm like out of spell slots for healing unless I go really high.
I will tell you that just mechanically, you guys are about maybe halfway, if that. You might even be a little bit less, potentially. You guys really haven't done hardly any damage to him, because he's been able to heal. But that's basically, I'm just trying to give you some pacing, clues there.
Yeah. Let me see which one's better. Okay, I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. Yep. upcasting or base
It's
level?
gonna
what?
have to be upcast to level 4 because I don't have any in the lower slots.
Okay. Oh, good. It looks like upcast worked. Another 23. That's not bad. Any bonus actions, Fox? You still have your orb over there, which you can move as a bonus action.
Oh yes.
You're still
I'm gonna move it
concentrating on
onto the lizard thing.
Okay. Will you click the spell so we can see what the damage roll is and everything? Click that, and it'll be able to click the damage roll. Hey, puppy.
I'm trying to find the spell.
Flaming sphere, I think is what it was. There needs to be a little search box on there. Make it easier to search when you have 100 spells.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Flame arrows. Sarah, you'll be up here in a minute. There's 2 different NPCs coming before you, and then it'll be your turn.
And everything just refreshed.
I'm scrolling through your list trying to find it for you here. I don't remember what level it is.
I think it was called Warm Ball. I think that's the one. It was Warm Ball, 3rd level spell.
There it is. It is Flaming
Hot
Sphere,
potato.
and it's 2nd level. I'll click it while you're reloading here, Fox, just to get it in the chat. Not consuming anything. No, not consume spell slot. Don't place template. There we go. All right. I should put it in the chat. There we go. It's already... okay, so he rolls a DC 19 dex save, Fox. He fails. And then when it's reloaded for you, go ahead and click the damage, Fox. Actually, I don't remember what level you casted it at. It was 2nd... No, it was 4th level, looks like. Cool. All right. Ooh, that is an awful roll. Back to... Oh, geez. So, 4d6, you rolled a 1.
It was only at 2.
What was only a 2?
Did you put it at 2 or did you put it at 4?
No, it chose... Well, never mind. That's because how many spell slots you have now. Do you remember what level you casted it originally?
No.
Okay. I don't remember if you used what level slot it was, and it was, a couple weeks ago now. We'll leave it at 4, that's fine. Honestly, the damage you rolled for it is really not going to matter anyway. You rolled a 1, a 2, a 1, and a 3 on 46 for a total of 7 damage on him. Not particularly threatening currently. Let's see. Apply to him. There we go. Oh, well, okay. He wasn't in full health anyway, so he's already not in great shape. All right. Bonus actions. Oh, I guess that was bonus action, huh?
That was the bonus action. I'm done for now.
All right. That'll bring us to the 2 of them, actually. They are going to... Let's see, what's their movement? 50 feet. 15, 20... That's probably 30-ish right to there. And take a swing at Norok here with his Great Glaive. It's going to be 2 swings with the Great Glaive, Holmes. 13 won't hit. Second one. 11 will also not hit. This one is going to charge. Let me see if he can make it there. That's Sarah. Oh yeah, he can definitely make it. Oops. There we go.
He has
Back
disadvantage. Because of my boots.
For what do the boots do?
They have disadvantage until I'm hit, because it looks like...
oh, the first of each round or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
Okay.
once I get hit, then it's inactive until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Well, I didn't roll that at disadvantage, but that's not going to hit anyways, which means that first hit does not make it, so this will be the second hit. Also a disadvantage because you haven't been hit yet. 13, also not hit, I assume, right? Because you have your mage armor up, so your shadow skin, so you're 18, I think.
Yep.
Right, so neither of those hit. That will bring us to the Khan himself. He's going to run by swinging twice at Serana and then continuing 2 slashes with his exsanguinating claws at Serana.
I don't think I've ever seen the word extenuating.
Exsanguinating? Bleed. It means to bleed.
Yeah,
To
but I've
bleed.
never seen it written out. I don't think I realized how it was spelled.
Really?
Yeah, with an EXS. Not a lot of words that have EXS.
Yeah. 1 hit there. This does hit pretty hard, and he hits 4 times. So
4?
Yep. And 33. It's not a huge chance to hit, but it's high enough to be a risk that if he hits anybody more than a couple of times, could be pretty serious. All right, 33 damage to Serana. That puts her into bloodied, and is going to finish the chase into Arteme for 2 more swings. First one, 21. I assume that hits Fox. And a 16.
Yes.
Does a 16 hit? It does. All right. Your AC
yeah.
is 16, so unless you have any reaction to increase your AC.
Not really.
All right, then 2 damage, 2 rolls.
Reaction.
What reaction helps?
I can't remember the name of it, but call the agents or whatever it is, where I reflect some of the damage.
Okay.
More damage to him, and then I think he heals Army a little bit.
Click on it so that we can see how it works here, because she just took a big chunk of damage with both those swings. Oh, and I forgot to target her before I ran it too.
Yes, Ancestral Guardians, excuse me.
You're really quiet, Holmes.
Okay, sorry. Here, let me click it.
All right. Within 30 feet, I think she is. Let's see. From you,
Oh, I didn't think about that.
just outside. Well, nope, 30 feet, just to the corner. Literally at the corner is 30 feet. So just barely. All right. You can use reaction to reduce damage by 4d6. Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll 46, Holmes.
Okay.
And since it's reducing the amount, it's not healing that amount. That could potentially make a difference here.
That was 4, I'm sorry, right?
Yep, 46.
Is that right? Okay, I think so.
All right, so
That
15.
neat little ability.
Yeah, I like
It
that
is pretty handy. He hasn't had a ton of chances to use it, but this is definitely a good place. So,
Kind of
all right, Fox.
Damage or something. I think
Yeah.
I assume that's
yeah,
like a once every short rest.
I think it is a short rest, yeah. Or maybe it's long, I can't remember. I'll have to look. Do I
Pretty
just
cool.
button on the thing to hit him back?
Before you do, Fox, it's 43 total damage for you.
Oh, sorry.
If you want to apply that. The attacker takes an amount of force damage equal to what the ancestor prevented. So he takes 15 damage.
Okay.
That's not nothing.
Leave her alone.
Apply as damage to him. Minus 15. Perfect. All right. I'm gonna. Go ahead and click on that too. Yeah, it was 43. That'll be correct, Fox. So you have to roll that DC 21 concentration in the chat there. You're seeing numbers in the chat again, right, Fox? Okay, cool.
Sorry, I just have a really bad migraine, so I'm
All good. We'll try to take it easy on you. 19. Okay, so Flaming Orb falls. You've lost concentration on that from that big hit. You guys, as you see this, it's a little bit hard to see through the swirl of sand that's surrounding the con there, but the slashes into Arteme were severe, and she is bleeding pretty profusely at this point. Total. Oh, I put. Hang on. I forgot that she put that. Serana put stone. Okay, so I put an effect in here. This is total cover, and it's not actually that, but I'm remembering what it was, and it was a Serana put stone skin. I think it was on you. Remember, because she ran by and she was going to put it on.
So, yeah.
She was going to put it on Norok, but Norok already had it. Until the spell on target has resistant non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So you actually take half of that. So heal yourself back for 23 damage. 22 damage, sorry.
Okay.
Would she have made a concentration save then?
she would have succeeded because that would have brought that down. Damn it! All right, that would have brought the DC down on the concentration check to like 15 or something. So because it would be half the total, or 10, whichever's higher, and it would be higher, so it'd be like 13, I guess.
So it
Something
was
like that.
plus 20 feedback?
Yeah, because you took 43, so I had 22. It's 22. You always round up, so I had 22 back. But your flaming sphere is still up. All right.
That should be fixed.
Cool. All right, that is better. Those were it for his melee attacks. Let's see. He is going to spin around looking at, well, let's see, he sees Nazim running up the stair, well, floating up the stairs towards him, and he sees Norok at the base of the stairs. He's going to judge Norok as a larger threat. Holmes, make a DC 20 Constitution check. Save.
He's
Can you
out.
get that for me? Good. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, DC 20 con save. This is what you're rolling against. You can ignore the DC 16. That's for a base mummy lord, not the souped up boss. Oh no.
You don't have advantage on these, right?
No, I don't think so. I think it would just be strike because I'm a raging.
Have we
Ew.
noticed?
Oops.
Have we noticed if any of the pots or urns are destroyed randomly if they send any energy to the con, or is it just when he does his little spell and like pulls energy from them?
Well, I already destroyed some, and he got really mad.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate the
That's
reminder.
why I was moving towards them to destroy some more, but
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance yet.
Yeah. So that is what. Well, I mean, yes, in that he was obviously very not happy about it, but you didn't see any energy transfer between where the urns were smashed and him.
Also,
so-
how large are the urns? Are they like tiny objects? Or small? Like creature size?
They're probably, as far as compared to creature size, yeah, they'd be tiny. Yeah.
I got an idea.
Are we thinking of popping these jars?
Well, if I'm still alive on my turn, I can get a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's been my vote for like the past month. So if we're gonna do that, let me know.
Well, I'm gonna use the jars to attack the con, just to fuck with them.
All right. All right. The blaspheming word as he points in Norok's direction. Norok, you feel your muscles begin to seize, and you are frozen still for the moment. You are stunned until the end of his next turn, unless, in effect, shakes you from it. That brings us to Sarah. Sorry, G.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to shadow walk all the way. Well, not all the way down there.
The light sources are these braziers that you can see, like right here. So if you're trying to get across, over by Pogo is where the shadow would be.
Okay. I want to go. Oh, dang it! I want to go on the opposite side. So where Pogo is just down on the other side over there.
And, in the bottom left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Won't let me go.
Oh yeah, there's a wall there. I'll move you. I mean, it's like 120-foot range or something, isn't it?
Yeah. I want to go
Okay.
over there.
There you go. All right, you disappear into the shadows and reappear on the other side. That's the
Okay.
bonus action, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we used an item interaction to break one of the jars on the other side. Can I do that
Yep.
with one of these?
Sure.
All right. So we'll do that.
All right.
And
Yeah, I
then
can't get
Smash
them
it.
all, but I can get a few of them.
I'm going to. I already used my bonus action. We'll just use my action for chill touch
All right.
on Musetsu.
Sure. All right, 25. That will hit. Oh, hang on. It's still going to hit, but you're going to see him do something here. He is going to the whirlwind. Well, the kind of aura that was surrounding him becomes this very dense whirlwind of sand. That is the effect there. You guys don't know that as players yet, but the effect of it is the no, any blood that happens within his radius, he takes half back as healing, including through chill touch.
But he cannot, because he cannot heal until the end of my next turn, which I just cast chill touch.
He's not healing now. He's not healing now. But well, this so specific overrides general. This overrides chill touch.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I thought chill touch was. Oh no, that's slow. Never mind.
What?
Slow is the one that says that no matter their.
Oh, that it can't be taken away.
or
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. They usually use the word immutable when it comes to that, and it's the same with that. In that it's this effect tops other effects, basically, is what it is. But anyway, the slow he can't get action, bonus action, etc. He can only do one and no reactions and so on. So
Yeah. Okay. His
speaking
AC is
of-
still dropped by 2, so it only goes up by 3. Then.
okay, yep. So that will put
Because
it
of the
his
flow.
AC. Yep. So his AC will be 22, which means it'll still hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
I did 17.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was the. Oh, that was the damage. Okay, all right, 17.
And then, yeah, he just can't heal until the end of my next turn, and that is everything. I'm gonna go.
Hang on, that didn't
No.
apply the damage. Let me make sure that
Yes, they were.
works. Got him selected. Why did that not apply?
And Chan is gonna go run him down. Oh,
All right, for some reason that's not working, so I'm going to do that manually. There we go. All right. Go ahead.
There we go. Features. Oh, pack tactics. She has advantage.
Yeah, Artemis on the other side. So.
Attack.
13 will not do. Nope. That it for his turn?
Right. Yep.
All right. That'll bring us to the next event round, which nothing else is changing at the moment. So that brings us to Norok. Go ahead and roll your con save, Holmes. DC 20.
Okay.
It'll be the end of your turn anyways, and then it'll, if you whether you succeed or not, at least you would be able to use reactions potentially after your turn, but before his at the end of his next turn. 13 will not do. All right, so you are stunned then until the end of his next turn.
Okay.
Bring it. It's either end or start. Let me double check. Pogo, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to drop my concentration on my spiritual. Actually, let me double check. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's not concentration. Okay, I'll just leave the banjo there for now. I'm going to cast Animate Object.
All right.
And we'll cast that. Level. And I'm going to animate 10 of the urns.
Okay.
Oh,
What's the radius on that? I assume it's within
500 feet.
Within. Oh, yeah, it's 120 feet. Looks
So,
like 120 cast feet. Okay.
But I'm going to grab all, because I want them to actually be able to attack Khan. I'm going to
Okay.
grab all the 10 that are on this platform.
Okay.
So I think it's all of them on this platform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they're all within range to where now they're all floating. And
Okay.
they can all attack him. So I'm going to do a bunch of rolls.
All right, give me 1 second to get them
Yep.
marked
Let me.
here. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and start rolling. That's fine.
All right. So these are going to all be +8 to hit.
All right.
So we'll just keep going with them here.
Oh, shit.
whoa!
Whoops. I hit the wrong thing.
All right. So that one doesn't hit.
Okay. There we go. I accidentally had the map itself.
I'm assuming 13 also doesn't hit.
No.
All right.
His AC is 22 right now.
But they will break though, right?
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
gonna
they'll
shatter.
get attacked. Yeah, they'll probably shatter. I mean, they only have. Actually, each one has 20 hit points. Does 18 hit?
No, 22 currently.
Damn it. Here we go. 14 plus 8 is 22. So 22
That'll
will hit,
hit.
right?
All right, so one
Ah.
hits. Yep.
Get ready for this. 1d4 plus 4.
And it's
5 damage. So minus 5 damage.
All right.
And let's see here. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll hit. 9. I'm just gonna roll these first, and then I'll figure it out. And 10. All right, so 2 more hits. One's a double. So we'll do the double first.
Okay.
So the first one is 9 damage, and then the last one is 5 damage. All these ones on these d4s. So the last one's 5 damage.
All
but
right.
he's now got 10 of these animate objects. I don't think he can control them because they're actually physical. They're creatures now surrounding him in this dust storm all around him.
All right, sounds good. So what we'll do as far as the hit points for them, because they will shatter. 2 of them have taken significant impact because 2 that did. We'll just call it 5. So those are going to break soonest, basically. So probably a next attack or whatever. We'll just say if you do above a certain threshold that they break.
Okay, they have an AC of 18,
which is fine, but because they're made of ceramic, when they're smashing, especially it's ancient ceramic too. So if they're smashing into something, they're going to break pretty quickly. It doesn't give them a shield or anything there. So
yeah, but how crazy is that? I actually never looked at this, but the smaller the object, the higher the AC. I'm guessing
it makes sense. Yeah, it's probably dex based in the sense. Yeah, exactly. They're harder to hit. So cool.
So anyways,
bonus actions.
Bonus action is going to be. I need to move anywhere. I'm actually feeling pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and move my spiritual banjo. Dope. I gotta move him up here, and he's going to go and attack. Oh, I can just barely get there. He's gonna attack whatever this one bottom right hand corner is close to him. I'll tell it to attack that urn.
Bottom right corner. Oh, you're talking about the archer?
No, it's like
your
next
banjo.
to the
I'm sorry, I missed that. Sorry.
My banjo's gonna
Gotcha.
go ahead and start destroying that urn over there.
All right.
Does he need to roll for attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just call it an AC of 16. It's not moving.
I feel like I've been using animate objects wrong this whole time. I should have been doing a bunch of little things instead of just these giant ones.
The 2 big ones, yeah.
Yeah. I never noticed that their AC was so high.
If we were playing on a physical table, that would be harder to kind of keep track of. But since it's Foundry, it's pretty easy to just click the things and move them. So it's not so bad.
The most dice I've ever rolled. I'm not actually casting. I'm just doing this to get the attack roll button.
That'll hit.
12 damage.
All right, that'll be enough. So that one shatters. You don't see anything, flying out of it. Just basically a black sludge that spreads out from the potsherds around it.
Now I am taking my spot back behind this pillar.
Okay.
And that was my turn.
All right, that'll bring us to Serena. She is just barely outside the range. She's going to move. Let's see. Back behind Sarah as best she can, and take from there she doesn't have a great shot without hitting Arteme. Along her run, she will have shot a lightning bolt at him, where it would not have potentially hit him, but she's used her high spell slot, so only at 4th. Oh, come on. There needs to be a quicker way to do that than mouse wheel. And DC 18.
She can destroy some of the urns too with that. They've done their job.
There's 2 in the way, so those will get knocked out. He would succeed on his save, but half damage.
I mean, actually,
hang on. I think something was slow.
For disadvantage on dex saves or something like that, is it?
I think so. Let me double check.
Sure.
And
he failed anyway, so even disadvantage wouldn't matter. But
oh, okay.
No, he failed.
Critters, my little urns have a dexterity of 18, but no bonus.
Well, it's not dex. well, they would still have to roll dex saves, but I mean, they would still take half damage even on failure, and they roll 31, which is 15, so they still get blown up. So he takes his half damage here.
This is wild, but they actually have 20 hit points.
All right.
I don't know how. I feel like I should have written something down to try to keep track of these guys before I made this decision.
I mean, because she would have had to stop to fire that before to not hit Arteme. There were 2 in that path, so I just removed those 2.
Sure.
And that is it for her turn, as she's getting behind the pillar there to try to get some cover, bringing us to Nazim.
All right, quick question, GM question. Is that character floating, or is that character on the ground?
Which character you talk about?
Khan.
His feet are on the ground. Yeah.
Okay. From my vantage point, Nazim, looking out at the monster outside, do I see any ledges or anything ground-like out there?
No, it looks like a cavernous, basically. I mean, it looks like walls. You don't see anything that is not vertical, basically. When you do catch glimpses of what is behind it, it looks like it's vertical stone, like he's burrowed through it. Basically, is what I'm getting at. There's maybe a ceiling, some bits of ceiling and some bits of wall, but not a standable surface, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, so no standable surface. Okay,
not that you can see from that angle anyway. I mean, if you were up there, maybe, but from the angle that you're at, no. You're basically, the cracks in the walls are up high.
Gotcha. All right, well then that'll change the plan a little bit then. I'm going to go ahead and move my 30 feet.
Okay.
5, 10, 20, 30 feet outside of his range. And then for now, then I will just blast him like regular.
All right.
Just to kind of give you where my head was going at, is if I could see a ledge outside, I was going to arcane gate him from the ground right here outside to that worm.
Okay. If you get in a position where that could be a viable plan, I'll let you know, since you gave me some advanced idea of what you're looking at there. What you do, I'll put it this way, basically, what you do see, you suspect, because you're only seeing it as it's writhing around, you're only seeing like little glimpses here and there, and it looks like a cylindrical shaped tunnel that this was likely burrowed through. And you're only seeing, the roof of it and the sides of it, if that makes sense. So if you were to try to jump there, you would just fall.
Gotcha. So if I were to be standing in this position here, I would be able to see the full.
Potentially, yeah. You might be able to see the bottom part of that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. It's basically you're looking upwards to even be able to see those cracks in the walls there. They're not low enough for you to be able to see the floor of it, if that makes any sense.
Makes perfect sense. All right, then for now, then I'll just Eldritch Blast directly him.
Okay.
With everything I got.
All right.
So that is
22 you're trying to beat.
All right, 4 attacks. 1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh. Somebody just lost here. Ben, looks like Becky just fell out of Discord.
Yeah, I think it's lagging on you.
Okay.
So 2 hit.
Yep, 2 hit. Sako.
Okay, damage 1. And damage 2.
I keep forgetting to target him too. We'll try to remind. All right, 1 good roll and 1 low roll, 21 total. Since
That's
my other add-on isn't working, I was relying on this right click to apply damage, but it's inconsistent right now. There we go, that one worked. Okay, and 15. Cool, there we go. All right, so I don't have to manually do it. All right, bonus actions.
That's it for now.
All right, that brings us to the start of the round. There is yet further. Becky, you back?
Hello.
Cool. All right. There is further crushing of the walls. Everyone DC 20 deck save. Ben, you automatically fail because you're stunned.
Yeah, I can't move.
Yep.
Do I need
All
to
right.
on the broom?
No, actually, yeah. And actually, Nazim isn't either because his feet are off the ground too. So anybody not touching the ground, basically. And no, you can't jump like try to the bottom of an elevator type crap. It is 2, so we're jumping to. Wait, did we leave off on 3? Oh no, I was doing that wrong again. It's not that piece I need, it is this piece. I need the tile.
Right. 11. Plus 4. Oh, minus? Right.
Oh, my earthquake thing is broken again too. Damn it.
What did I roll? So I rolled an 11. And it gave me a... Did it give me a 4? Did it subtract?
Gave you a +4, a
subtract
+6, a
4.
-1d4, which you rolled a 4 on the minus.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 4 on the minus. That's what did it.
What's that? Oh, did you have
So I have a
lingering
plus
injury?
10 on my saving roll, so it's -4. No, that must be something else. My injury is negative on wisdom and intel. Oh, wait. Yeah, wisdom and intelligence saves.
But not dex, so...
Uh,
I have the stunned effect on you, but I think that's just for... Yeah, it's level of exhaustion as well. No, passive effects is not enabled currently. Oh, hang on. Yes, it is. It's because you went unconscious and came back up. That's what it's from.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we have a
what level of
D4
exhaustion?
on top of the wisdom and intelligence disadvantage.
Yeah,
Got
but
it.
the wisdom one didn't come into play here. That didn't matter.
Yep.
But yeah, the
It's
D4
on-
did. You
it's
just
on
happened to
there
roll
then.
high
All
on
right.
it, yeah.
Got it.
All right. That is bludgeoning for anyone. Oh, super low rolls too. So 6 damage to... I had Pogo selected. To Arteme, Pogo, and Serana, and
I
Nora
didn't
fails.
succeed with a 21.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fox. I didn't see your 21. I didn't roll for Serana. Okay, you did, Fox. So you're fine.
Okay.
And 6 to Serana. Thankfully, it was a low roll anyway.
Is he undead?
Yeah, like very undead.
I know what spell I'm using.
All right. All right. That is so. The room caves in yet further. Norok, you are beginning to be. I mean, you're stunned, but you're still aware of your surroundings. The sand is like surrounding your legs. Like you're even just getting. You're going to be disadvantaged trying to move through that. Moving out of it, you'd be fine right now because you're right on the edge. But this whole bottom area is going to fill with sand. Nazim, I will tell you though that as this collapses further, you guys can actually see the the larger cracks in the walls now. There is a little more visibility were you in a spot that you could see through those cracks, if that makes sense. You get where I'm going with that, Nazim?
Yes, from the current vantage point that I'm at now, or do I need to move position?
From where you're at, you still can't. It doesn't really change much. You'd still need to be close to. Basically, if you were up close to either of those cracks, north or south, or in the middle ones, then you'd be able to see better for what you were aiming to do. From where you're at now, you're just seeing, the missing skin and large chunks of a emaciated and long dead serpent. Bringing us to the archers again. They are going to take their shot. All 4 of them are still up and still charmed. Simultaneous shot at Masetsu. Wait, disadvantage. 33 still hits. All right. Where? Okay. 6d12 plus 12. Becky just dropped again, Holmes. All right, 55, so 26.
I'm guessing so. Check.
All right. And that brings us to Arteme. Your turn, Fox.
Okay. I am going to use the lovely Sunburst
Okay.
as a 9th level spell.
Shit.
Nice.
Okay. Do you have you'll? As I assume it's concentration, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Click on it. So you'll still have your fiery orb then, if it's not.
I mean, if it is, the fire orb will go away, but that's fine.
Sure. Failed save, creature takes 12d6 radiant, blinded for 1 minute. Successful save, half as much damage, and isn't blinded. Disadvantage on the save. He would normally have advantage because it's a magical effect, so it'll be a flat roll. Blinded by the spell.
Wait, why would he? If he's undead, he has disadvantage.
Yeah, but he has advantage against any magical attacks. So advantage plus disadvantage means a normal roll.
Damn it. Okay.
It's still, I mean, he would have disadvantage, or he would have advantage against any normal spell, so that's already, a big benefit. Let's see, it's about a 25% increase odds to hit, and no darkness to be concerned with. All right. The save is DC 19 for him with a flat roll, and he fails.
Yay.
Go ahead and roll your damage there, Fox. You want it centered on him, I assume, right? It's centered on a point that you choose. It doesn't have to be centered on him. You can put it somewhere else if you want to.
60-foot sphere.
Well,
It's a
I want
huge
it-
circle. You guys don't see the circle. I put it on here, but I'll drop it here.
I'm trying to make sure it's not hitting friendly.
Okay. Each creature within that. Oh shit! It's everyone. Okay. It is not. You don't get to choose the target. So anyone that's within the sphere will have to make this save or take damage.
Yeah.
It's like you're dropping the fucking sun on us.
I'm gonna move over here first. Okay, I'm gonna move over here before I cast this.
Okay. All right. You're gonna move. Okay. It's like you're gonna be in this if you do it. So.
Then I'm gonna cast this, but because I'm still moved within his range, I should be fine.
Yeah, you're still within his melee range. You're okay there. All right. So he failed the save. So let's see. Let me drop the circle again real quick and make sure that you can get that in any place that it wouldn't hit anyone else.
It hits an archer, but right now I don't care about the archers.
Okay. So yeah, that's fine. Because I can do it where against the top corner of the wall, basically in the far left, it'll blast where it won't hit you where you've moved. It won't hit Nazim and it won't hit Pogo. It'll just hit the archer in the top left.
Yeah,
And Shan.
that's where I put it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, and she dropped again. That's how bad she was.
Yeah.
Pissed her off for killing her unkillable dog. Alright. Shan's gonna be obliterated. She's made of shadow, so that kind of sunburst
I
is
know,
gonna...
but like I try to not hurt
Sure.
as many of our people as possible, but like
it's not
Hey,
an unreasonable thing.
on the good side, you will have destroyed all of the orbs, the little.
Oh
thing.
yeah, the
Except for maybe a
canopic
couple
jars. Yeah, the canopic jars that
Yeah.
were surrounding him are gonna go up too. 41 damage, and he is blinded.
Is he weak to radio by chance?
He is not. He
He
doesn't
doesn't
have any that you guys have seen any particular weaknesses. He is hundreds and hundreds of years old, so he's kind of worked out his weaknesses a bit.
How do undeads have no weakness to sunburst? What's going on here? This guy's no regular undead.
I mean, he had disadvantage,
Because
which
this is
made
a boss
it. Yeah,
fight?
I mean that does effectively mean it was double damage because he would have taken half. Had he succeeded. So looks like there will
Yeah,
be one. No, this one here. So there's still 3 left. Pogo. Of those, and the Tegura takes 41. The archer, which he's still up, but he is no longer charmed.
Nope. We lost a union member, guys.
Good hit, Fox. That's the biggest hit you guys have put on him so far. But he is blinded also, which will make a big difference since he's very melee focused currently.
Wasn't concentration, was it?
No, didn't look like it. Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh, that's
so-
cool. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something that I've never seen this before. I just put blinded on him, and it has a really cool effect. So I'm gonna blind you guys real quick, and I'll take it back off just so you can see it. Ben, I'm blinding you now. Sorry, Fox, go ahead.
Yeah,
Well,
it's great.
I'm gonna
You can
move
kind of see
my
background stuff.
bow.
Sorry.
Oh, interesting.
Isn't that cool? Like it makes the
Yeah.
whole thing gray. You can only see just around yourself. You don't see any more animations or anything. That's kind of cool. Sako, I did it to yours as well. I'll undo it. And undo yours too, Fox. Alright, sorry, Fox, go ahead. What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out how much I can move the flame spears on this actual. Oh, 30 feet.
Yeah, I think it was 30.
So, how far are the canopic jars on the other side?
From where you're at now.
No, from where my.
Oh, where your orb is.
60.
Yeah, it's too far.
Okay, so I'm gonna move the orb to the one next to the banjo first.
Okay.
I think these down here got destroyed earlier from something else that I attacked in the bottom.
You were. Did they? I don't remember
They
that. I
should have
remember you.
been
I remember you
within the
doing a
circle.
firewall thing. Yeah, I remember you doing the
Yeah.
flaming wall. I think wasn't it?
Yeah, they should have been destroyed by the flaming wall.
Yeah, I think one side or the other. There were other ones down there. That's fine. Because
Okay.
I don't think you were able to get both, but I remember you
Oh,
trying.
okay, that's fine then.
Yeah,
so I'm
I'll
gonna go
remove the two on the bottom. Okay.
To the one
Two.
here, and then I'll move it to the other ones on the other side later.
All right. So that
Unless he's
flaming
using the
orb.
banjo for that one.
Can.
Pogo, are you okay? If you are, I'm gonna move mine 30 feet in the other direction.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go north. All right.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
up
go
here?
north.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. Let me unblind Pogo. Pogo, you saw the effect, I assume. Let me take it off.
I did not, but that's okay. I actually didn't notice anything changed.
Click on yourself.
Oh yeah, okay, that's cool.
Isn't that cool? And did I leave Sarah blinded? Oh, Becky's not back at home.
Yeah,
There she
she's
is.
having trouble with her Discord.
Okay.
Welcome back, and I'm sorry about Chant.
Did you hear what happened, Becky?
Can you hear?
I heard nothing for a while now.
You what?
I haven't heard anything for a while.
Okay, so Arteme used Sunburst because he's an undead, and it did a big blast of radiant light, which just obliterated Shan, destroyed a bunch of the canopic jars, did a good chunk of damage to the con. She managed to aim it though, so that it didn't hit any of you except for Shan, but it did knock out one of the archers that was on a pillar. It knocked him out of his charm, so one of them is now able to shoot at you guys.
When did it, how much, and it also did damage to him. So
yeah, it did 41 damage. Yeah, he's also,
Wait,
none of them had.
Okay.
Yeah,
How
none of them had it.
Have?
Those had a little bit more. They were not as, battle weary as the two glaive, the two melee guys.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, but they all, none of them were very high health, I'll put it that way. They're all relatively low, but they come back every round. So, it's a bit of a trade-off if you spend, effort into burning them down, but it is a significant damage source if you don't, so. Okay, was that it for action, bonus action, Fox? Because you moved your orb there.
Yep,
Did you?
That's it.
You did move to the other side. You are still in his radius, but you still have technically probably 10 or 15 more feet if you wanted to use it.
But that would be an opportunity attack that I cannot do right now.
Okay, I'm gonna say something here. I'm gonna say you've already made your decision, which is also correct. Which was nothing wrong with that, but he already used his reaction, which means you could have gotten away without provoking an opportunity attack because he didn't get another reaction. He used it to put the shield up around himself. So you could have.
I think I would have realized that. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It is. It's one of the more subtle. I guess it's something that people don't necessarily keep a close track of, and the game doesn't show you. It doesn't show you if somebody uses reaction or not. So, in Foundry. It's actually an add-on I would like to have if there was something handy for it that was
My
not
reactions are kind of like, I have like something that absorbs elemental attacks, but that's it. So I don't always think of other people's reactions.
Yeah, and you've played so much Druid, you probably don't see it too often anyway. Alright, the Tegu Rod that is by Norok is going to swing at him. Holmes, you have, you're paralyzed, so I think the attacks are, or you're stunned rather. Let me look real quick. I think they're automatic hits, but not crits.
He still rolls to see if he gets a 20, maybe. Otherwise, it's just the automatic.
I think they're automatic crits, but yeah, if you're incapacitated, they're automatic crits. If you're incapacitated and prone, but stunned, let me double check here. Stunned is incapacitated. See the condition. Can't move. Can't speak. Only falteringly. Automatically fails Dex and strength saves. Attack rolls against creature have advantage. That's it. Okay, so just advantage rolls for 2 swings. If I can find it. There it is. Attack, advantage, attack, advantage. 20 and a 10. 20 hits?
Yeah.
Alright, damage. Uh, 37.5 Holmes. Do you want me to apply for you?
Yeah, thanks.
Sure. There you go. Alright, that is it for him. The other one is not near anyone really at the moment, so he's going to use his 50 feet rather. Go. And clamber up over that, starting to make his way across. And that is it for his turn. Bringing us to the con. The con is going to... he is currently blinded.
And slowed, I think.
He is slowed, yeah, so he only has attack. He has action or bonus action, but not both. He is going.
And he's surrounded by jars, which must be very
well.
jarring.
Oh, come on! I interrupted because I wasn't expecting that joke there. But well, Holmes.
I was going to say, if he's slowed, he doesn't have reactions, correct?
I think that is correct. It's either action or bonus. Hang on. Action, bonus action, or reaction, something like that.
Okay, I can't remember. Something like that.
Let me double check.
Yeah.
No, what's going on with Becky's mic?
Did you call from your phone, Becky? Is that why it sounds different now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
She's going through a tunnel, guys.
So bad. Alright, so these magic items. Where are we at? Bonus bonus action, not both, regardless of the creature. It doesn't say. I don't see anything about a reaction.
I think it's he can have one of the above, not any two of the not his normal amounts, which he used on the previous round there. So that's fine. He won't have it. He won't be able to use it this round at least. Anyway.
Reactions. Okay.
You cut out there. What'd you say?
Can't use reactions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Then he won't have them for here anyways. Which Arteme, you do know that he's slowed. So if you on your next turn are able to kind of move out of his radius, then you'll be able to do so. I'm going to say that he can't hear Nazim's footfalls because there aren't any because he levitates. Arteme, he does know that you were there because he heard you, running by him. He still has disadvantage for blinded. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's just disadvantage. Let me double check for blinded. Creatures blinded can't see automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Yeah, so he'll have disadvantage swinging at Arteme.
Wasn't able to react. Was he able to put up a sand shield? Was that a reaction?
Yeah.
He's a legendary. I don't know. I mean, I'm not
yeah.
trying to be able to.
I'm gonna say at least for that he, maybe he, here. What I'll do is because I don't want to retcon and go back that far. I'm just gonna take away one because he used one of his legendary actions, legendary resistances rather. He used one to save against something. I don't remember what it was. I think it was Sarah in the first round, if I remember. Tried to use something like a Psychic Lance, that's right. So he used one on that. I'm going to say that he used a second one there to be able to get that reaction there. So that'll remain up. But meaning he still has. Well, you guys as players can know that he has one left. He is going to swing at Arteme though, which is potentially serious because she's already at low health and there's no other targets nearby that he can hear to try to swing in their direction. He will have disadvantage for these swings. But it is 4 swings, Arteme. I know you don't have a lot in the way of reactions to try to prevent that. Any?
I like no reactions unless we get like a basic reactions.
No, they're in anything that if it doesn't specifically say it's a reaction, yeah, there's nothing preset for that. So this may be some last words for Arteme, for at least consciousness anyway. Let's see, we'll do his swings here.
Cutting words.
Okay. You're in range. So
they have. Actually, does he already have disadvantage?
He has disadvantage. Oh, that's It's already disadvantage.
Never mind then.
24 with the first hit. This is not damage. These are attack rolls. He's 24 with the second roll. 23 with the third, and here's the fourth. 11. So 1 doesn't hit, 3 do, and they're very high damage. Arteme is likely going to be. What's that?
I will make him. I can only make him reroll 1, but I'll use Chronal Shift to make him reroll 1.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Don't I have that one too? No, I have Chronal Inversion. Never mind.
Yeah, hers was a thing when she picked up wizard levels for Sarah. So he's gonna reroll one of them then, still with disadvantage because he's blinded anyways for all the attacks. So that this is potentially the third hit being downgraded. Let's see. 18, I believe that still hits. I think Fox is 16. It is. All right, so that's still 3 hits.
I still have the stone skin thing, I think.
Oh shit, you do. Sorry. Well, hang on. I think that's just disadvantage on me. No, it was a half damage.
Yeah, it was.
Damage.
Yeah.
Half damage. Okay. All right. So 3 of them. So it's still 3 hits. Then this will be half damage from the rolls. 1, 2, and I scrolled up too far. Where's the third? 3. Okay, that is still a lot. We're looking at 16, 17. Yeah, we're looking at like 45-ish total damage. How much hit points do you have total, Fox? That is estimated there. Yeah, she's going to go unconscious.
Oh gosh, that's literally the same amount of my hit point.
Well, that's 1 hit was the amount of hit points. When it's cut in half, though, I mean, it's basically 1.5 times the amount of hit points you have. Yeah, because each of these were half from your stone skin. That said, though, the bestial, serpent form clawing into Arteme's back as she was moving away from him after blasting the sunlight behind him, tears into her, and she collapses at the tops of the stairs. Arteme, you're at 0 hit points currently. Here we go.
Don't worry, I can use the jars to move her.
Yeah, the flaming orb does disappear. What was that, Justin?
I can use the jars to move her.
You can animate
They
object.
can
Is she an
gently
object?
pick up her body.
Pogo sees women as objects. Is there a joke there?
No. I can use the jars. The jars can go underneath
jars are
her
gonna
and
pick
pick
her
her
up.
up. I'm going to use them like a pincer move. They're going to wrap around her and then get her out of danger.
All right.
Is that not what you guys do with jars?
Arteme is currently unconscious in a pool of blood at the top of the stairs there. It is difficult for everyone to see into it, of course, but she is definitely there and unconscious. That is it for his turn, since he doesn't have actions or any further actions beyond that. Bringing us to Sarah's turn.
So Pogo's gonna take care of Arteme.
Oh, I was making a joke. Pogo doesn't have actually that many options.
I don't think those tinies are really gonna. Yeah, there's only 4 of them left, and I don't think they're gonna be able to.
Yeah, it would be. I could try. I don't know how far I'm gonna get. I might be able to get her conscious.
I've got the broom. So can I fly over and? Fuck. All right. Well, I don't.
Remember, he doesn't have any reactions.
You did slow him. You know that he won't be able to swing at you.
I know. The problem is that that's all the movement to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't take her out of there, but...
Is that with your dash?
I'm on the broom. I don't get a dash.
Yeah.
So, but I do have in my inventory one last potion of greater healing.
All right.
So I'm going to use my action to do that.
Okay. Arteme, you are brought back to consciousness in excruciating pain, slashed to bits, but you are, getting pelted in the face with sand, but otherwise conscious.
Okay, with how many hit points?
Looks like 13.
Yay, thank you.
Uh-huh, and then I'm going to use a sorcery point to quicken a spell. Come here, you, and use, where to go? Chill Touch as a bonus action.
All right. Oh shit! I'm sorry. So he, with the damage that he did to her, he did heal back half of that as well.
He can't. Can he still? Oh no, that's from the bonus action thing.
Yeah, that's not the chill touch thing. Yeah, that's from his. Well, he can't put it back up again, but he still has it until his turn. Let's see, 34. All right, so half of that back.
Sorry, I'm assuming 27 hit.
27 definitely hits. Yeah, 22 is what his AC is currently. So.
All right, so he takes 24 more
damage. But he's blinded. All right. Well, that takes back a chunk of what he just healed from, so that's not bad. That's not terrible.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, 24 damage on a chill touch. Nice.
I rolled really well.
Is that the apply thing? Oh, I don't know why that works sometimes, but not others. So I gotta make sure that it actually applies each time. All right. He is dinged up from that. Is that it for your turn? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, half round. None of them are down, so we can ignore that for now. Norok, you are... Well, at the end of his turn, you actually came back. So you technically got your reaction back after he slashed Arteme to bits. So when Sarah started her turn is when you were back. So I don't know if you had anything that would have been useful on Sarah's turn there, but you're back.
I don't think so. So, yeah.
All right.
All right. From where I am, can I see the con? Can I see up that high?
Yeah. He's 15 feet up. He's at the top. Yeah, he's tall enough. Yeah, exactly. He's tall enough that you can see him at the top of the stairs.
Would I have line of sight for a blast, or would it be half cover or anything?
You'd still have disadvantage because it's still a ranged attack anyway, so he'd be disadvantaged because of his... Thing. Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, but the angle I'm at is fine, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be able to get him.
Face him, at least.
All right.
And
hit target him.
Oh, yeah.
T for time to get blasted.
That was turned off. There we go. Alright.
Battery dying?
No, I just did. If I leave the mouse long enough, it seems to turn this off. I'll have to turn it back on. So,
yeah.
Did I target him?
Yep, it's good. Yep.
Okay, good.
Pogo, you're up next.
I'm powered blast on him.
That's action and bonus action, isn't it?
I don't think it's bonus action, but it's my full action, though I can't do like a...
Oh, that's right. It takes up all your attacks. That's right. Yeah. Speaking of, though, didn't you frenzy? So you still have a bonus action attack, I think?
Okay, actually I would.
Did you frenzy rage?
Yeah. I did frenzy rage, so yeah.
Yep.
So normally I wouldn't, though. Normally that takes my whole thing.
Yeah. Yep. All right, DC 18 from him. Hang on. This is an attack. It's his... Well, it's not... I mean, you would have disadvantage for a ranged attack, but there's a save. He has disadvantage because he's blinded, so he's actually going to have disadvantage on his save roll.
Okay.
It's not a ranged attack; it's a spell attack, basically. So
Okay.
he rolled an 18, so he still succeeded anyways. But he rolled two 12s.
I really
Nice.
should pay attention to slow. He only gets one melee attack. Despite creatures' abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
All right, guys, retcon the last 17 attacks.
I'm not gonna. So you guys need to be better about. I mean, not that you're not being bad about it or anything like that. It's just that I've got enough things to roll there. I would say that if that were the case, he would have used a legendary resistance to ignore the slow then entirely, and he would have had none of the effects. So he may turn that off on his next round then. It's just that's a powerful effect that he would have chosen not to accept, if that makes sense. With legendary
It does.
resistances, you could still recast it, of course, to put it back on him once his resistances are out. 47 though, that's a really big hit for him. Let's see, applied damage. Okay, that one actually worked, and he is below bloodied. Everybody, that is an official condition, by the way. Now, so as of the 2024 version, bloodied is technically real again, which means that you guys actually are supposed to know. I've always kind of just told you anyways, just because it's I think it's fair for you to recognize physically if something is beyond its half of its capability, but that's where he's at. All right, Norok, that was your full attack action for that. You still have your bonus action. Oh, did you accidentally?
Yeah, I think I accidentally grid off my empowered blast. I think I forgot to actually hit the thing.
No problem. You still have your bonus action as an attack if you choose to from Frenzied Rage.
Yeah, I will target
and movement.
Mr. Tegara over here.
Okay. You're not going to run up at McDudson and swing at him?
If I do, Homeboy's going to get a...
Oh, yeah.
He
definitely will. Yep.
Yeah. So that's why I was trying to stay here for now. So.
Sure.
So I will try to hit that Tegara with my bonus action.
All right.
Attack, please.
Sounds good. And Sarah, he has a thing from the slow where if he tries to cast a spell, he has to roll, and if he rolls too low, then it goes off in the next round instead. Something like that too.
Yes. So it's 11 or higher, I believe,
okay.
and it has to wait.
Cool. 20 does hit, Holmes.
Okay.
Norok, is there any way you can move to something? Oh, there's the draw table.
If you click and hold on the map, Fox. Yeah, if you click and hold on the map, it should show us a little ping of where you're talking about. If you want to describe it, that's fine too. But...
Oh, sorry, 20 hit, dude?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
All right, 17 damage to... Oh, you still have the con targeted, but that was on the take. Oh, I see. She just threw a box over there.
Oh, yeah.
Can you move, right here? That would be great.
Yeah, because I'm still within Homeboy's range, so I'll go...
Yeah.
Oh, is that a wall or something?
So... It's not. No, Artemay just dropped that to show where she was saying to try to run to if you could.
Okay, it's just not letting me move anymore. So if you wouldn't mind, maybe you can move me down there. I don't know if I'm lagging or what. It's just not letting me move anymore.
Okay, let me move you up. Like there, Artemay?
Yeah, a little bit closer to the wall. Still within range, but a bit closer to the wall.
There. Oh, I see. Yeah, he had enough movement. Is that okay?
So yes.
And he is still in range, yeah. So don't provoke an opportunity. That is climbing up the sand that is pouring in through the wall there. This whole area is up, the lower area is filling with sand pretty rapidly. The bottom section here. So, all right, that it for your turn, Holmes?
Because I have a bit of a plan and I don't want to hit him.
Sure.
Thank you. And yes,
that's it. All right, Artemay, I still had you covered in blood, so I'm gonna fix you so that you're not, splashed anymore.
Mostly covered in blood.
Yeah. Still lots of blood, but, now you're at least conscious and not like the dead splatter. All right, that brings us to Pogo.
All right. First thing, Pogo is going to use bonus action to command Spiritual Banjo to destroy another urn. Hopefully. Okay. Let's do this again. 20 hit.
That'll hit. Yep, that'll hit.
All right. Oh, I guess he's got to move first.
Hopefully you'll be able to destroy the ones up on the left too, because my flame orb is not coming back.
Ooh, not a
You
lot
guys,
of-
he has like multiple
9
layers
damage.
of healing, and you guys get that's fine. He
Right.
has multiple layers of. It's not an animated one. Of healing. You guys just keep removing them all. It's not any fun. If like, what if he just dies? Like, what fun is that?
He's already overpowered. Like, he could just choose to remove slow. Like, come on.
Okay, all right. You haven't. Well, you guys haven't fought a ton of like high level legendary bosses, but you guys are at end campaign. Like this is end of campaign level bosses. That's a standard effect called legendary resistance.
Like, I get that, but like, and then he attacks 4 times for like 3 times my health. Like, come on.
Fox is not happy about this boss being tough.
I think we're doing
Most of
okay.
my plans went out the window. I was
Listen.
gonna put Juragrom to help us out, and that went out the window. I'm sorry, okay? I'm disappointed.
The important thing is
That's
the
not
undead archers are unionizing, and 3 of them are still on board.
Yep.
So that's my bonus action.
right.
And then I actually looked back at the animated objects. They actually will just keep basically give them a command, and they'll keep doing that command till it's done. So it doesn't consume any more of my action slots.
It's not. Yeah,
So
I mean,
they're
it's
just gonna-
concentration, but that's all. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna go ahead and keep attacking. Let me roll my d20s for attacks.
Okay. You didn't lose
One.
a turn for that, right? I mean, because
No.
you cast it on the last round, so it's not like you.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that these are on the spiritual banjo. They're
Yeah,
just
it doesn't matter.
d20s.
That's fine. It's still 22. 22 after modifier that you're aiming for.
It's plus 8. So
All right,
2 hit.
so 2 of them hit. Yep.
And then the damage, which I will have to relook up because I don't remember the damage exactly.
That is one downside of this is that you don't have a book open with your spells and stuff. versus the physical version.
All right. It's D4 plus 4, so I'm just going to do 2D4 plus 8. If that's okay.
I guess you could do pop out though. Anyway, talking to myself.
All right. So
Both
it is-
ones,
Wow. Plus 8, that's 10 total. I just went ahead and just did them at the same time.
Sure.
So that's 10 total damage to him. And now
Alright.
for my action, I'm going to go ahead, actually movement, I'm going to step around, and we're going to classic Eldritch Blast. So I'm gonna roll for attack first, just to make it easier. And these are all disadvantage, or
Yeah, anything ranged
Okay.
into it.
so those. Shit. You want to just make those as
That
one
would be
thing?
the first one. Sure.
All right.
Yep.
I'll roll this one with
That's
disadvantage.
one hit. One hit.
Hey, these aren't
Another
bad.
hit. So 2 hits.
And then third one at disadvantage. That one's
That's a
bad.
miss.
So 2 hits and damage normal. Damage.
You
normal.
don't you have 4 now that you're 17?
Maybe. I do not recall.
I'm pretty sure it's 4 blasts at 17.
Okay, well, let me get another blast in there. Holy shit. Really good.
Yep.
Let me do one more for attack. That was the highest 40-10 I've ever rolled. And that'll also
That'll hit as well. Yep.
Wait, did I roll that at disadvantage?
No, it didn't
Alright.
roll 2 d20s. Yeah,
Let
so
me
roll
do it
one
again.
more.
This one counts the second one for that.
35.
Miss on that last one.
That one will miss. Yeah.
Cool. So just take those 2 damage rolls, which were 35 and 19.
Yep.
Cool. So
All right.
45,
He's
54.
not in great shape.
And
He's
then,
still got plenty of hit points, but he's
that
he's
was my
definitely
bonus
taking a
action.
beating.
And I'm gonna run back behind the pillar, pretty much the base, and that's my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to Serana, and then Azim, you're up next. Serana is going to. She doesn't have a lot she can help with. Let's see. She can't do mass heal again, obviously. I mean, she can't do much else. She's going to fling a healing word at Arname. Uh, 11.
That's the
No, not 44.
consciousness.
Plus 4. There we go. 7 healing or 7 hit points to Arteme, and going to duck back behind the pillar. Bonus actions. I don't think she has anything useful. Just Misty Step. Yeah. She's gonna stay where she is for now. That is it for her turn. Bringing us to Nazim. Arteme, did you get that heal?
Sorry, what was that?
Serana healed you for 7.
Nice, thank you.
What's Nazim doing, Sarko?
All right, Nazim is kind of positioning himself kind of behind this pillar right here, just peeking outside, looking at Khan and looking at the Tagura to the north. Which one looks more bloodied from where I'm at?
Well, the Tagura at the top still looks the more shredded up. Yeah, he's still much older.
Okay. I think then I will target the Khan. All 4 Eldritch Blasts with a push.
Okay.
So 30 feet north.
I think it's just, well, hang on. Click on Repelling Blast for me real quick. I think it's just one of the blasts per turn, but let me double check.
Oh, is it?
I think it is. Let me check here. Repelling Blast. Hit a creature with an Eldritch Blast, you can push a creature up to 10 feet away. Yeah, the blast itself is still just the one cast. It's just 4 bolts of it, so it's still just, it's once.
Okay, yeah, that works.
But it's still 10 feet. You want to push him northwards?
Sure, 10 feet.
All right. Let's, assuming 1 hits anyways, go ahead and roll him.
Very true, very true. I could choke on that.
I doubt you'll miss all 4, but let's double check just in case. That will hit, I think. I haven't seen the numbers yet, but let's double check. 24, yes. 13, no. 16, no. 25, yes. All right, so 2 hit. Go ahead and roll damage twice. And he is pushed this way. All right, 20 damage. He is getting pretty beat up. All right,
So-
bonus actions.
So I hate
Just-
to do this, but is something wrong on mine? Because my Eldritch Blasts are showing as 4d10. I don't think my Eldritch
Yours-
Blasts are supposed to be 4d10.
Not indivially, no. It's
Yeah,
one. Each
so-
bolt is 1d10, is what it is. It's 1d10 plus 5 potentially.
Like at 5
Yeah.
potential.
If you have
So
agonizing blast.
somehow my numbers got fucked up because I was like, this is too much for Eldritch Blast.
Okay, all right. So in
So-
that case, then let's scroll back up to yours because yours was
Yeah.
4d10. That I at least saw one that was 35, which
35
is
and
fair
above
for
it's
4d10.
19. But
Okay,
if you
I'll
look,
take the 19 back. Yeah, I'll just put they were each 4d10 instead of, I see what happened. Okay.
and honestly, you should probably take the 35 back and leave it as 19 because that would have just been 2d10. And although I did roll 10, 10, 9, 6,
you rolled good on
nines.
that one. Yeah, I mean, you would have
But-
had 4d10. It would have been 4 individual d10s. You just rolled really
But
well
I
on
missed
that one.
with 2 of them. I only hit with 2 of those d10s.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I get you.
so
what you mean. Okay.
max, we're
All right,
talking
we'll
20 hit
we'll
points.
leave. Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
see if I can
We'll leave-
fix it on mine.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
like,
leave the 20.
there's no
Okay.
way that I'm not using Eldritch Blast this often if I can do 40 points times 4.
Yeah, as a cantrip. Yeah.
That makes a lot more
All right,
sense.
let me heal that back
let me
then.
adjust it. Sorry, everybody, but that was going to bother me. Because like as soon as he was doing it, I was like, wait.
Yeah, I should have been looking closer there. But it's each bolt is 1d10 is what it was, and it looks like just putting all the bolts into a single cast for you.
That's what it's doing. I'll fix
All
it.
right.
I'll find something.
All right, Nazim, that was action. Bonus actions. Any further? I know you moved over there, but any further movement
I
or
moved. Just scooch behind the pillar just to take defense, take
Okay.
cover.
Sure.
I'll
Any
just
bonus
position
actions?
myself here just for the sake of visuals.
Sure.
That's it.
All right. Then we begin the round again. Let's see. Is he? He is below threshold. He is going to, being further enraged by all of the assaults against his domain here, is going to erupt yet further into a larger, more angry form here. If I can find it. There we go. Even more crazed and angry. Still blinded, though, so he won't have that effect. But more serpentine, more bestial. And Oh, yeah, sorry, the ground shaking. All right, so Dex saves DC 22 now from everyone with feet on the ground, which is just Pogo, Arteme, Serana, and Norok. DC 22 Dex saves.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll use my ring to succeed.
Okay, sure. Serana fails, Pogo fails. Sarah, you're still on the broom, right? I know you flew over with the to feed her a potion, but you're still staying on the broom.
Yeah.
Okay. DC 22 from Pogo.
I failed mine.
Oh, sorry. Okay, Arteme just rolled. Oh, cool. All right, so everybody failed. That is... Ooh, some big rolls in there. 8... Oh, shit. 89 damage to anyone who had feet on the ground. That isn't half. Arteme, yours is halved for your stone skin. That effect persists.
I'm still unconscious, though.
You're unconscious again, then. You were conscious because you had the potion, so you're knocked unconscious
I'm
again.
unconscious again because of that hit.
Okay. All right. Pogo 89. Serana is... Shit, is she down? Oh. Well, let's just say that she's barely still up.
I'm gonna be honest. I am not that connected to Serana. Like,
well, I mean, she did like greater mass heal all you guys when you got in here. You were in quite worse shape. So
I'm gonna do a con save real fast to see if I still have my spiritual banjo. Oh, I'm sorry, my animate object.
Sure. DC 30 is pretty tough. So.
Oh, I'm not gonna get DC 30.
All right. So banjo falls.
Oh, the things! If they fall from like 5-6 feet, will they break when they hit the ground?
Oh, the animated objects, yeah. Shit, I was thinking it was your banjo, not the animated object.
No, banjo just stays up. Apparently.
Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah. I mean, they're floating and attacking. They're not particularly sturdy, so they still accomplish the task of breaking them as they fall.
Yeah!
All right. So, I mean, they still shatter around him. They didn't heal him, so...
It's the closest thing to why you're hitting yourself that I can pull off.
All right. Oh, I forgot one in there. Let me get that. If I can... There we go. Just had to target it without accidentally targeting the bad guy here. All right. That is it for the beginning of the round. Bringing us to the Tegu Ra, which are the archers. 3 of them are still going to try to fire at him, and then 1 is no longer charmed and will take a shot at someone else. Let's see. Features 3. Only 3 shots instead of 4 this time for their simultaneous disadvantage. But that'll still hit. All right, so damage. Oh, that's right. I have to do it manually here. 5d12. Plus 10. All right, 50 cut in half is 25. There we go. All right, that worked. That is it for them. The one that is still up there is going to, having seen Pogo at the base of the steps there. Oh, shit, actually, Sarah's on the field, though. That'd be harder for him to hit. He is going to spin around, and facing at the base of the steps to fire at Pogo.
You think it's going to be harder to hit? Well, I guess.
He doesn't get the simultaneous shot.
Right down. All right. I am going to use cutting words before he attacks me. Yeah.
All right.
I'll use another one to
give him disadvantage, right?
Let me double check. I think it is disadvantage. I got double check.
Or does it subtract from the roll? I don't remember.
Cutting words is a reaction. I subtract it from a bardic inspiration die. So.
Okay. All right. So the attack roll then. All right. So normal attack roll here.
Minus 12.
12. Nice. And he got. Oh, that'll work. Yeah, that would have been a 24. So that definitely would have hit. And I mean, it's still a hard hit even when it's just a single attack. It wouldn't have all the simultaneous shots, but still.
So that used one of my inspirations and my reaction's gone.
That was a definitely a worthwhile use of it for sure. All right, that brings us to Arteme's turn. Arteme, well, you are unconscious. Go ahead and make your first death save. I don't remember if you might have done 1 or 2 before, but in your character sheet, go to your attributes tab.
Where is it on the pages for the death save?
So go to on your attributes tab. So the far left tab in your character sheet, and then you'll see death under where your wild shapes and natural recoveries are. Under death saves, to the right of that, there's actually just click the word death saves, and then it's just going to be a normal roll.
Okay.
That is a success. So Arteme is 1 success up on her death saves. That brings us to the Great Glaive Tegura. One is going to spin to swing at Norok for 2 swings. Oh, Holmes?
I was just going to say I'll use my reaction to swing back at him.
Okay.
My regular swing.
All right.
Uh,
Oh, natural 20 with one of them. So one is a crit, and one is a normal hit.
Okay.
These are still half damage for you. All right. Do you want me to apply the damage?
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Apply half for the crit and full for the regular. There you go. All right. Well, that was a lot of big hits on Norok for as many hit points he has. All right, Holmes, go ahead and roll your swing back. The other one is going to, let's see, 5, 10. He can get to about the base of the stairs. Not quite enough to be able to reach Arteme. Sarah is just barely out of range because it's up the stairs. So 22 will hit, Holmes.
Okay.
All right, 16 more. I think that might be enough. Let me see. He is at just barely. Not just barely. Not enough. All right, so he is still up. That is it for his turn, bringing us to the con. For Sarah having picked Arteme up, Arteme is back unconscious again. He is going to swing in Sarah's direction. What's that, Sarah?
I'll tell you after his turn.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, he is going to swing.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Oh, yes. Okay. All right, so first swing for 8. That will not hit, so now the disadvantage falls off, right?
Nope, it's until I'm hit.
Oh, until you... Okay, all right, cool. All right, next one. That'll also fail, and next. And 23, that one hits, even with your shadow skin. All right, so 1, yep. and then a normal. Which will miss. All right, so 1 hit for normal damage. 29, unless you have anything for resistance there. He heals for that amount from his sand shield.
Did that fall off?
I get to roll once.
Oh, good. No, Holmes didn't. Oh shit! Actually, hang on. Let me look at it. I was thinking it was just up, but it may not. It may have a duration here. Let me see. Till the start of its next turn. It is off. Never mind. So he does not heal. 18 was your con save? Yeah, I mean it still does the damage, of course, but he did not get the heal. So let me take that back off. There we go. All right. That is, since he doesn't have further actions or bonus actions, that is it for his turn, bringing us to Sarah's turn.
Okay, because I feel really bad about missing a bunch of stuff with slow, so I reread it. He gets a wisdom save at the end of his turn.
Okay, let's see. Then in that case, because you put it on really early, and it is round 6, so he would have had multiple rounds that he could have succeeded on. I'm going to go ahead and roll... all right. Yeah.
I don't think I ever want to run a game past like level 15.
It gets really complicated.
Once you get past level 15,
17.
this shit is like when you have 15 and like there's how many of us? 6 of us?
Yeah.
Or 5 of us? Dude, this is just too many. There's too many things.
Yeah. All right, natural 1 on that one, and actually these should be being. I'm not going to roll them with advantage, but they should all be being rolled at advantage too, because he has advantage against spell effects. But let's see, 1. Oh, that's cool. Here, I'm going to show you guys something. That's kind of cool. All right, well, he definitely succeeded. So that one, that means it would have been the 4th round he would have succeeded on. So he would have been out of slow the round previous, which means he would have had his reaction back, which means the sand shield would have been back up, so he would have gotten the heal. I'm not going to put it back on. I don't want to retcon that much, but I'm just saying that he would have had it back. But I'm going to show you guys something cool. I don't think you guys can't see this, but I can. In the thing for me, Fox, that thing we were talking about for resistances. it actually gives me a chat button there to just use one of his resistances when the effect goes. Like if he succeeds or fails or whatever, I can just use it from there. That's kind of cool.
Okay.
All right, so he's no longer slowed then, Sarah. But it is your turn. So what are you doing? He's still blinded though.
Okay, so he's blinded, and if I hit him, he heals for half of what I hit him?
Yes. Hang on. No, sorry. If any blood that happens in the radius around him, I'm going to tell you he doesn't have any blood.
Oh, okay.
It's only effect. So like if you,
blood.
yeah, like if you hit him with like fire, basically if somebody gets hit with like fire or something like that, then and it's cauterizing it, or the blood is not something he can absorb, then it won't heal him. It's only blood effects.
Okay. Well, so Artemade's down.
Yep.
I don't have any healing left.
Potions or anything?
Nope. That was my last potion.
There's
So
some in the bag of healing, or the shared bag.
Which is around her arm. Like you'd have to be looting her corpse basically to try to get the potions.
could I do that as an item interaction and still give her the potion as
I'm gonna say, yeah. I mean, you're doing it as your action. I'll say that as part of your action. Sure. I mean, you normally would be able to do that, like item interaction for free anyway. So, since you're aware of it, like if you were having to like do an investigation, like search somebody's pockets, then no. But you know where the bag is. You know how to retrieve things from it because you do that frequently. So yeah, I'd say in this case, yes.
Okay, then I will do that.
Okay. Fox, which ones are in there? What would she grab if she put her hands in?
Superior. So there's 2 superior, 1 greater, and 6 potions of healing.
Can I grab a superior?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is 8d4 plus 8, Fox, and I'll edit the amount. You guys have 1 left in there.
Okay, so that's what? Sorry.
You had 2. Oh, sorry. Well, Sarah needs to roll it. Sorry, not Fox. It's 8d4 plus 8. Basically, it doesn't really matter who rolls it, but I edited the quantity.
4 plus 8.
Ooh, nice. It's a good heal.
Yay.
Arteme, you are brought conscious again with 28 hit points, still being belted by sand with a very large serpentine form above you with very angry claws. Arteme, Sarah, sorry. Bonus actions, movement.
Yep, I'm going to move up here.
Okay, still
And
within
then
range.
I am going to...
Can I grab onto the broom to move with her?
That would have required your turn.
I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, if Sarah was stronger, I would say that she could kind of grab you and pull you, but she's so much smaller, I don't think that's really
that's
feasible.
why I just thought
I would say the flip. I think we've done the flip before, basically, where human size is pulling a halfling. I think that's fair. Halfling trying to pull a human size, probably not.
Okay. Question.
Mhm.
Sarah has not seen him cast a spell since changing his form, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, he hasn't. Because he was slow. Well, he shouldn't have been for much of that, but yeah, because he's been slowed, he's been physically attacking instead. Because the spell's being, taking too long.
Okay, well, I know how I would take that, but I don't know that Sarah would know that. So she's going to cast Prismatic Spray at 7th level.
Okay. DC 19 dex save with advantage. Natural 20.
I still have my thing, so I'm going to make him reroll with my last chrono shift.
Sure. All right. Still 25. Yeah, still succeeds. Does it do anything on a success?
Let's see.
Oh, hang on. The saves may not even matter. It depends. Roll your d8 first. We actually roll your d8.
It's
I should have had you do that first. Okay. I mean, the ones that do damage, but the rays do different things. So go ahead and roll the d8 first so we can see what effect it would be, and then we'll see if we'll just use the same rolls, but we'll see what happens. That is fire, so red, which will not bleed him. So 10d6 fire damage on failed save, or half as much on a success. All right, so he failed, or he succeeded rather. So go ahead and roll 10d6, and I'll take half damage.
Quick reminder that even if someone dies, I do have the resurrection spell, so we can survive as long as you guys pull me out.
Whoa! Yeah, that's not
Whoa!
right.
Wow.
Just roll 10d6.
No, I think that's normal. I think that's normal.
I tried to roll
think-
all of it.
I think
It was
her-
every color.
All of the
Her
Yeah, it was every
prismatic
color
spray, her prismatic spray and my blast are all hanging out together.
Yeah, you guys got some unintended upgrades.
There we go.
All right, 38. Well, he takes half of that, so still not a bad hit. 19 damage to him. All right. And no crowd control type effects or anything. Bonus actions, Sarah. Oh, yeah,
Nope,
that was your bonus action. You were quickening. That's right. Okay. All right. That brings us to the half round, which they are all up currently, so no changes to make there. Now that he has his actions back, though, and can do it again, is going to. He would have been able to do this potentially had he not been slowed there in a while, but consume essence. There we go. Within 60 feet. There we go. That's what he's doing. And healing himself for 45 points. There we go. Another jar explodes. You guys destroyed most of them, so there's only... literally, there is... Well, not many. There's a few on the other side, but basically, he's going to consume... Well, let's see. Where's 60 feet? He'd probably go for the furthest. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to reach those, so he's going to blow up one of the ones closer to him. There we go. That is destroyed. He heals, and that brings us to Norik's turn.
All right.
Oh shit! Sorry, that's a bonus. That wasn't his turn. Never mind. Let me put that back. I'm sorry, guys. I'm fucking tired.
Bonus
It's
action?
been a long. Yeah, it was a bonus. It's not on. That was an event round, not his actual turn. So let me take that back off. Yep. Go ahead, Holmes.
I do need to get out of here, so I think I'm just gonna have to get out of here. I always forget this. Is disengage a full action reaction when I run?
For you, it's a full action. For a cunning action on a rogue, it's a disengage as an action.
Okay. All right. Either way, I need to get out of this pit, so I'm going to disengage and
Okay.
look towards the con.
It is difficult terrain, so you're at half speed.
Okay.
That's 5.
I'm stuck again.
You can get to the. Okay. Oh, I think I have a section there to try to remind myself that it's
Okay.
difficult terrain. That's as far as you can make it.
All right. Then I will stay there, and
right.
I can still use my bonus action to swing at this guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay. Then that's what I'll do then.
All right.
Target him. Did it work? Did I target him?
Yeah, it's on him.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Okay, and that's
All right.
it for me.
All right, that'll bring us to Pogo.
All right. Switch it up a little bit. I am going to use an action to move closer to this guy. Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, shit. Like 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. All right. Am I within 5 feet of him right now?
You, where? Hang on. Where'd you move?
I moved from where the big blood stain is.
Why am I not seeing? Oh shit! You are there. You are a big blood stain. Yeah, you are. Yeah, even where you were is 5 feet. Yeah.
All right. So, because I don't want to be too close to. All right. I'm gonna go one more, which is my max. Oh shit. Y'all are too close. Thinking here. How tall is he?
If hit me, it's fine. I haven't taken much damage.
He's like 18 feet tall now.
All right, I'm gonna use my bonus action.
He's taller than
And
the pillars. I'll put it that
I'm
way.
gonna use my bonus action with my winged bracers
Okay.
to actually run through him or underneath him if I can. Can I get through his space?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. And then right underneath his taint, I'm going to, under my breath, just be like, "Fuck you!" And then I am going to cast Thunder Step. Now that I'm more than 10 feet away from everyone else as my actual action. And I'm going to upcast it to 4th level. And I'm going to go all the way above the canopic jars on the opposite side.
Okay.
And if I can I go like 10 feet above them in the air and just like I'll take the damage if I fall and hit the ground or do a dex save.
Sure.
But I want to fall on the jars across the field.
All right. So you're blasting. You're not trying to take him with you, obviously. You're just blasting him.
No.
Running
I'm
over.
blasting
Gotcha.
him
Okay.
and then trying to land across the canopic jars
Sure.
over on the top right-hand corner area.
All right. Go ahead and click
Not all the way top right-hand. The one where there's the 3 of them.
hang on.
So he needs to do a DC 19 con save, probably with advantage, I'm guessing.
Yep. It will be. Yeah. Welcome back, folks. Did it drop out for you?
Yeah, I just went to move the window and hit the wrong thing.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So advantage on his con save. No problem. Well, he had a natural 1 with that advantage, so 22 he succeeds.
So he takes no damage, and I am now...
Go ahead and hit the I don't know if that one even has a teleport, but I'll drag you over there if you need.
Yeah.
All right. So right from his taint explosion, blasts off his scales, nothing happens. I'm going to say that you land on 2 of them because they're 2 of them fits in your square, so that's fair. Go ahead and roll. If you're going from high enough up to try to damage him, we'll call it 2d10 because it'd be 15, 20 feet.
Which all right, 2d10.
Hang on, no, sorry. I think there might be d6s. Let me double check. I think falling damage is either d10s or d6s, but
I feel like 10 feet's probably not that bad.
No, it's per 10 feet is what it is, but it is d6s for each one, so 2d6 is what it is.
All right, so we're doing 20 feet up?
Yep. Well, anywhere between 10 and above, so the first 10 would be, and then anywhere above that. All right, 7 damage to
right,
you.
so I take 7.
Yep. And 2 of those jars explode. And you are landing amongst the disgusting, bile and phlegm and, long, desiccated, old organs, basically, that the jars previously contained are now covered in your clothes.
And I definitely throw up. That was my con save to see if I
to see if you throw up. All right. Yeah, you are now
Just
covered
a little bit,
in,
though. I'm bloody, and now I'm covered in canopic
ancient
jar
guts.
nonsense.
Yeah, that's great. That's perfect. All right.
You want to be up in them guts, not covered in them guts. I got that on a T-shirt.
In a pogo-sized T-shirt. All right. Then if your turn.
Apparently, he thinks I'm concentrating on something still, but I don't think I am. Oh, animate objects. All right, I'll just drop that.
Yeah, that comes off. Yeah, that was from your previous one that should have fallen off.
Nope.
There you go.
So, cool.
What
That's
was the stun?
I have
that
a
was
little
the
bit more
stun.
movement.
Sure.
I'll move a little bit further away.
All right.
Like there. Cool. That is my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to Nazim. What are you doing?
Right.
Wait, Serena
Kinda still
doesn't have a
looking-
turn?
She doesn't have. She's out of spells. Basically, anything useful she could do is already wiped out, and she's at like 4 hit points. So she's not taking any risks currently.
She has no potions?
No, she gave them to you guys a long time ago.
Had I
What you doing,
known, I
Taco?
would have given her the potions on the way in.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and keep Eldritch Blasting the con for now, unless someone would prefer I hit the Tego Raw number 2 or number 4.
They
don't
come
really
back
seem to be too
anyway,
big of an
so-
issue. Plus, they just come back anyways, right?
Yeah, exactly. Probably focus on the gun. I just presume.
We'll focus on the con then. Target, press T. All right.
Listen,
Eldritch,
guys,
all
I
four.
tried to get his taint. I really did.
20, 19, 18, 14. Nothing, huh?
2 hit. 19. Well, he didn't put the sand shield back up yet because it hadn't been his turn yet. So the 19 and the 20 hit.
Okay, 2 damage only.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
All right, those are good, both decent hits there. Let's see for another
Maxed out on 2 of
30.
those things.
Mm-hmm.
He's not in great shape. You guys are chipping away at him for sure. He's still got a good chunk, but he's not. He's not looking good. All right, bonus action, Sako.
Let me see here. Actually, no.
All right, then we will come to the beginning of the round again. The room continues to rattle and shake. There is yet further crushing of the, and collapsing of the walls here. Let's see. What is the last one? There we go. Oh, not the last. Okay.
So are literally just all the walls just falling?
They're being crushed inward. So the whole room is all stone, but it's being constricted like a giant snake. Yeah, like
Man, if we had $1 for every important religious place we destroyed, we'd have $3, which isn't a lot, but it's more.
We're
than
not
you think.
destroying it though. That's the thing. He is.
Well, somebody's got to
That's
take
true,
responsibility.
that's true.
History is written by the
Exactly.
victors, and you guys are all going to die here. So
Yeah.
as far as the history books say. All right. DC 24 deck saves for everyone to feet on the ground.
Do they keep going up, or am I losing my mind?
Oh, it's going up. That's on purpose.
Oh, and I'm gonna use
Arteme. I think Arteme automatically fails, but she's. Who's that natural one?
Oh, that was mine, but it
it
got
rerolled.
undone.
Okay.
Holy shit! I made it.
All right. So Arteme, you're going to have a failed death save. You have 1 success, 1 fail, because you're on the ground already, anyways. But
Wait.
oh.
I got
What?
brought back up.
Oh shit! You got
Oh yeah, you did, huh?
back up twice already.
Didn't Becky drop
Yeah,
another potion?
Sarah
did
gave
it?
me a potion. She
Oh,
brought
she
it
put
on
it
the
out.
back.
That's right. Yep, you're right. Sorry, that came out of the back. Okay. Well, with that failed, they're probably going to go back down again. But with some lingering injuries, you guys might need some time to heal up if you make it out of here alive.
Oh, natural 20
Natural 20 from
still doesn't
Norak,
do
that's
it.
good. No, well, natural 20. I'm just going to natural.
Yeah.
So in the official rules, when you roll a skill check, a natural 20 can still fail, and I don't think that makes any sense. Why would you bother having someone roll if there was no chance of success? There's no point in rolling. So
Natural one
even
has to be a fail on
if I let you guys roll at all, then there is a chance basically that a natural 20 would still succeed, or that a natural 20 will rather. So
There's
Pogo
always
succeeds.
a chance.
So just Arteme for this one. I think you're back down again, Arteme. But yeah, I mean, you don't get your previous death saves back. You're back at 0, so that's good. You don't have
Isn't that
any.
half damage though?
It is half, yeah. So I mean, well, yeah, if you have enough to be half of here, you know what? I'll play it. Let me see.
Oh
'cause I think
shit!
it'll-
Wait, we
it'll round down.
still take half damage from this?
No, just Arteme because she failed.
Oh,
Yeah, it was just enough,
Got
Fox, to put you right back to 0 again.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yep. So Arteme is back.
How much for my plan with my spell?
I mean, if somebody can get you up right before you, unfortunately, that was right before your turn, so that's twice now that happened right before your turn. All right, archers up. They are going to fire at. Let's see. Sarah makes a good target, but she is in the shield there. Norak is outside the target. They can't really get a good shot at all of them. Well, the 3 of them, and Azim because he's kind of behind the pillar there. So they're going to go with.
aren't 3 of
Wait,
them still?
Aren't 3 of them
Still,
still hitting
Yeah.
him?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I was thinking 3.
So
Yeah,
one of
right.
them
Yeah,
is
3. Yep,
one
yep,
of them is
Yep.
a dick. And
yeah,
the
so
other
3 of
good
them
universe.
are aiming at him with disadvantage for his whirlwind. 20 will hit now because he doesn't have that back up yet. Where's the Oh, I keep forgetting I have to do that manually. 5d12. Those 10. There we go. Cut in half. Oh, shit, that's still a good hit. All right, that is applied. The other one, though, is going to take a shot at... he also can't see Serana, can't get a clean shot at Nazim. He could get a clean shot at Pogo on the far side, but Norok is a closer target and is larger and easier to hit, so he's going to fire at Norok. A single shot, not 3 of them. With an 11, will not hit. That is it for his turn, bringing us to Arteme. Arteme, another death save time. You are back at 0 right now, so go ahead and click on death saves again if you would. Hey, natural 20. All right. Well, Arteme, you cough up a lot of blood after the ground shaking dropped a large chunk of stone on your head. It kind of fell off to the side. You're still on the ground. You're still prone, but you are conscious, and it is the start of your turn with 1 hit point.
Yeah, okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bonus action of Chrono Shift.
Okay.
Where the heck is it?
I think it's at the top of your spell list, like your, permanently prepared spells or something like that. No, not there.
For some reason...
Chronal Inversion. Chronal Inversion under first level? Is that what you're looking for? The bonus action Chronal Inversion?
Yeah. There we go.
Next 6 seconds, you can move and act as you choose. Anytime before the start of your turn, you may use a reaction to return to the place your posture left behind. The spell fails if you were teleported by any other means, or if you leave the plane you originated and cast from. Okay. So yeah, you can teleport out of the... no, it's not teleport. You can just move and act as you choose. Okay, all right.
Move to here. There's going to be an after image.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the pop-out doesn't work. That's why.
Oh, really? I had that working again. Is it It's already broken again?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That Sealing Spirit is where you left your shadowy thing.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. What's the other spell I was going to use? Oh, here we go. I'm going to try and do this without hitting Norok. But with hitting the Khan and the other 2 guys.
Okay. Meaning the archer and the melee guy on the stairs?
Yeah, it's just not letting me put it vertically? I don't know how to put this vertically.
Okay. Well, I mean, that line comes from you, doesn't it? Flashes out from your hand and a 5 foot wide. So
wait, hang on.
Yeah. So you could do it, but there isn't any line in which you could get multiple of them, unless maybe if you went to the top left a little bit. There you go. Yeah, over in that direction, you could maybe get. Let me see, the Khan and the one that's on the stairs. Yeah, you could. You could get it from about go to the left and down 1. You could get it from there.
So this is just how it's letting me place it.
Oh, so you use the mouse wheel to spin it. So if you moved...
Oh, okay, use the mouse wheel. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
There you go.
Yeah, yep. There we go.
So, yeah, so if you move to the left and down 1, you would still be outside of his radius, but you would be able to get the 2 of them. All right.
And if they save, it's half as much damage as
right.
concentration, so I can keep blasting them.
All right.
As long as I don't die.
Let me roll their saves real quick here.
Action. So, since I already rolled bonus action, I don't think I can drink a potion. So I think that's it for now.
Alright. The Tegara fails. The Khan succeeds. So half damage for him on 27. Deselect him. There you go. Alright. Half damage for him and full damage, which is enough. The Tegara in front of Norok is obliterated by a blast of sunlight. I say obliterated, but he is, in pieces, but you have seen that they, reassemble themselves at certain intervals. But the Khan does take a big chunk of damage there. You would be there. Well, actually, if you had enough movement, you could have moved back. That's where you would have been to be able to get that angle. Were you moving back behind it? Okay, cool. All right. That is it for your turn then. Bringing us to the melee, which one of them is now dead. The other one that still has a couple of hit points is going to scramble his way down over the broken rocks and sand and everything to swing at Norok with 2 swings of his Great Glaive. All right, 17 and 14. So, all right, neither of them hit then. That brings us to the con, and then we might have time for Sarah's turn, and then we'll call it, because that puts us at the half round anyways. It was actually a good spot to call it. So, for him, he is going to... Let's see. Now that he actually uses his abilities again, Sarah. Thanks very much. He's now allowed to do cool stuff. Let's see. Everything in the sphere of magical darkness crushing. I think he's going to hold on that. Let's see. You hear a kind of guttural, obnoxious shout come from him, and each of you that can see the archers on the tops of the pillars, they each reach down and hold and they grab onto something. You don't know necessarily what they're doing. You notice, Norok especially, the Tegura that's right in front of you, the one that just swung at you and missed. There's a certain kind of odd, almost like snake, bestial, primordial, primitive fear in his eyes. As he looks around his feet for some reason. You don't see, necessarily why he's looking at his feet until all of you feel the kind of permanent, preternatural, always present force of gravity holding your feet to the floor just fail. And all of a sudden reverse directions as you are all lifted up in the air, potentially with, saves here. Let's see.
How does that work with the broom?
I'm just gonna say I'm an idiot. I should have went in my room with Sarah.
That is a good point. The thing is, the broom doesn't have anything to do with gravity. You're just flying, so it is still going to yank you in the upwards direction. It's gonna, you can still fly right back off of it, but the broom isn't like canceling gravity or anything. The flying effect doesn't cancel. It's just an opposing effect. Unexpectedly, it would still reverse on you. So, but. Let's see, where he could throw it would be basically here, which means Pogo is not affected because he teleported to the other side. So everyone else within that, the archers are just going to, they were prepared for it. This is something they knew to do. So they held down, but the Tegura is slammed into the ceiling and splashes. Well, Norok, you are kind of showered in guts as you are flying upwards because he hits the ceiling before you and splatters and then falls back to... There we go. All right, so it's a DC 20, not 22, just 20 for his spells. Dex save for Arteme, Sarah, Norok, Nazim, and Serana, which Serana's going to be screwed as
He got very lucky. He managed to miss both his jars over there.
Oh, that wasn't even on purpose. It would definitely would have.
Look at that. Look at that edging. Look at that right on the edge.
He was trying to get everybody in there. Yeah, I wasn't even looking at the jars at the time. All right, Norok succeeds. That's good. Does he get a natural one? That's not good. Serana succeeds.
That's good.
Yep. Arteme, you got your 17, so that's a fail there. Arteme's not having a great time tonight. I'm sorry.
That gravity would still get Nazim, even though he's floating. Because technically he is just kind of slightly above the ground, so like...
Yeah, same effect. Yeah.
Well, if Sarah could fly to me and grab me before I hit the ground, I might be okay.
That's true, because if she splatters the ceiling...
I should have went onto the broom. I'm an idiot, but I thought of it after my turn ended that I should have went onto the broom, but hey.
So, I'm not artificially trying to raise stakes for next week, but Sarah, or Arteme being unconscious from, having just gone down... hang on, Did you succeed that save, Fox?
Mm-hmm. I have literally 1 health point.
Okay, all right.
I succeeded the first save, got potion twice,
yeah,
and then
but if you fall, if you hit the ceiling and then fall, she could be in dire straits there, depending on damage here.
Like I said, I'm an idiot for not thinking I'm going to the broom.
That happens. All right. So from Norok, you're actually lower, so you're going up by falling damage for you.
He saved though. Does he still?
Oh.
Go?
Do I just tuck and roll, or how does that work, or half damage, or
somehow aren't anchored or pulled up at the top of the area? We take the spell dex save to grab on a fixed object it can reach, thus avoiding the fall. Okay, so you saw his eyes, kind of looking at the ground, and you instinctively grabbed onto the staircase to keep yourself from going up. Did anybody else succeed?
Nope.
All right, so in that case, the rest of you are all up on the shelf, so that is only 30 feet, so it's only 3d6. It's not huge, but you are pinned to the ceiling now. For everyone else, just for consistency's sake, we'll do 13 damage to everyone that failed that. What, Holmes?
Does that spell work if there's not a ceiling, or do you just fly up into the sky infinitely and you're just gone?
I think you would fly until you past a certain radius, maybe, and then start to fall back down.
It's a
something like that.
50-foot cylinder,
though.
so
Yeah,
it's got a
50
max
feet
height
up.
of 50 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sunburst is done.
Yep. All right. So sunburst. Well, shit. And you cast it at 9th level, didn't you?
No, that was.
Oh, that was something else before. Okay. All right. All right. So with that, though, Arteme plummets to the ground, taking the 13 hit points, and is unconscious. Sorry. It's worse. She hits the ceiling, and then falls to the ground. She hits the ceiling, which knocks her unconscious, and then falls to the actual ground, hitting the ground and taking her first failed death save, automatic failed death save for taking damage. So that puts her at 1 fail, which is where we will pick up. Well, shit. Actually, let's look because we're at time anyway. So. Sarah, we will start with you, but let me look at the calendar real quick because I'm in Minnesota next week, I think. Let me check. Sorry, guys. One sec here.